Hi, Grizzlies, and welcome to another episode of Grizzly True Crime. My name is Gisela K, and today we continue to look at the Delphi case, the arrest of Richard Allen, and the attorneys that have now been appointed to him. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Please make sure that you hit the thumbs up and share the video so that other Grizzlies can get their notifications going to know that I'm live right now so they can join us over here. It really helps, especially if you share it on Twitter and let the Twitter Grizzly family know. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do that. All right. So I hope everyone's doing well today. I hope you're having a good week so far. And let me quickly just get this stuff ready here. Okay. We're good here. Are we ready, everyone? Rhonda says taking a break from Daryl Brooks' victim impact statements. Ooh, that must be very hectic. On my second channel, I went over some Daryl Brooks stuff. Oh my gosh. And welcome, Paula Taylor, to membership. Welcome, everyone. Thank you, mods, for being here. Thank you, everyone. Really great to see you. So let's look at this first. Delphi murder suspect granted defense attorney by court. All right. Bradley Rozzi and Andrew Baldwin named counsel. Richard Allen, the suspect currently jailed and accused of murdering Delphi teens Libby German and Abby Williams, has been appointed an attorney. According to court records, Bradley Rozzi of Hillis, is that how we say it? Hillis, Rozzi, and Dean, there you go, is the lead attorney on the case. Andrew Joseph Baldwin, with Baldwin, Perry, and Kamish PC in Franklin, will represent Allen as co-counsel. So it looks like the lead attorney, yes, is Bradley Rozzi, and the co-counsel is Andrew Joseph Baldwin. Now we're going to look at their websites and everything to see who they are. The law firm confirmed this with WRTV. Less than a week ago, Allen requested a public defender in a letter to the court. Allen wrote that he is throwing himself at the mercy of the court, adding, "I am begging to be provided with legal assistance in a public defender or whatever help is available." All right. The letter states that Allen indicated at an October 28th initial hearing that he would hire private counsel. It adds, however, at the time, "I had no clue how expensive it would be just to talk to someone." It goes on to mention specifics about his and his wife's financial situation and fear for safety following his recent arrest. Allen is scheduled to go on trial starting March 20th, 2023. Rob, thank you so much. Congrats, Gisela, on reaching 73K subs. The sky is the limit now. Thank you so much, Rob. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone who is subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. You know, I do want to say, the more a channel grows, I mean, the more responsible you have. You must be responsible from day one. I don't know. I feel like from my airline pilot background and just everything I've done, I'm like, ooh, responsible is like a big word for me. Like I need to always be very responsible in what I do. And to that, I will say that, wow, choosing to be a YouTuber in the true crime genre, that comes with great responsibility. And we have to take it seriously. It's not about jumping on something to be first with the news or to like, ooh, look what I have. You have to always think, is this helping? Who is it helping? Why is it helping? And if it's only helping yourself and your subscribers and your viewers and I don't know, all that stuff, then no, think about it. Take a step back. Wait a moment, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So Aaron's like, that's you, G. Thank you, Lorraine. You're crushing a G. Oh, my word. And we got OGs in here that have been here from day one. So thank you so much, everyone. I really, really appreciate it. All right, so sorry, I read this comment here. Hold on, I missed it now. Oh no, it just flew by. Here we go. Sunflower. So can't wait to hear who drew the short straw in the public defender's office. Bad loss of rock, paper, scissors, maybe. Oh my word. Why would Grizzlies wear sneakers? The salmon run. Oh, you guys. You always brighten my day, you guys. So. Oh, gee, Lorraine. And Kate says, you were called to do this and you're doing it the right way. Thank you so much. I just feel like, the saying, with great power comes great responsibility. I think if you're an online public figure, you got to be responsible with that. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm not sitting on some moral high horse. I'm just saying, be responsible. Always be responsible. Okay, now, I did a short on this yesterday, but some of you guys don't watch shorts, which I know. Like sometimes it's either it doesn't show on your device or you're not interested in shorts. If you haven't yet, check out my channel. It goes like home, video, shorts. Shorts is a section where you can check out all my shorts. And I had mentioned this, but I really want to go over this because one of the lines in this article is very interesting. All right. Book Girl says the drama chasers are creepy. Angelina says OG in the house. Thank you, guys. Okay, we're going to look at the attorneys that got the assignments. Okay, I'm going to show you a quick flash so we're going to see what we look at. Here is one of them. We're going to look at this whole right up here, and here's another. Your best defense is a call away, Andrew J. Baldwin. Very cool website, I must say. So we'll look at these two. This is the lead attorney. This is co-counsel. We're going to read more on that in a moment. And Judge Francis C. Gull C.Gull says that everything is going to happen in Delphi. So we were saying, what if, will there be a change of venue or anything like that? And she says, no, everything. She plans to have everything in Delphi. Yes. Boozy Luma, check out your shorts. Oh, short videos. Yes, if you know me at all, I don't wear shorts. I don't own shorts and I don't wear shorts. I know, I'm weird. And so, yeah, check out my short videos, my YouTube shorts. Okay. Oh, my word. Griminator Patty says, Alan's worried about his safety? What about the girl's safety? He didn't care about. I know, right? When these guys are like, please help me, I'm the victim here. Like, oh my word. Okay, look here. They say investigators have known for years that the Delphi suspect was on the Monon High Bridge the day Abby and Libby were killed. Well, that sucks, right? They say Richard Allen, the man arrested in the 2017 double murder of Abigail Williams and Liberty German near Delphi, told a state conservation officer that he was in the area on the day of the killings. But his report may have been considered unfounded, a police source tells iTeam 8. Allen, a 50-year-old resident of Delphi, he's now 50. He was 44 years old at the time of the murders, turning 45 that year. Went to the conservation officer right after the teens' murders on February 13, 2017, and said that he was on the Monon High Bridge that afternoon, but he didn't see the two girls. Can you believe it? This is one calculated mofo, but also he knew to be worried, of course. Like, whoa, what if someone saw me? Or like maybe past one person, or he's like, ooh, I know, just in case my cell phone pings there, which I believe it did. That's what they've said. So just in case my cell phone pings there or something, I'm just going to say I was there and I didn't see anything. Can you believe it, though? Damn. Donna Adams, I don't wear shorts. Yeah, I don't. No skirts, no shorts. Yes. Booker says, typical narcissist. Brighton Dunkley says, I'm worried that holding the trial in Delphi will give him a decent chance at appeal. Well, I hope no. I hope not. Okay. So they say Williams and German were dropped off near the bridge on the day of the murders and their bodies were found the next day. Allen's statement was forgotten until recently, when Indiana State Police became frustrated with the status of the Delphi investigation and asked a group of investigators to look over the files related to the case. So when Dakota said we're starting from the beginning, yeah, he already meant it. Huh? They went right back to the beginning of like, who the frick said they were on the bridge that day? Who were the witnesses? I still want to know. I've said that in my short. How much did his statements contribute to any of the sketches? I would be interested to know that, right? And then they say, so his statement was forgotten until recently. Investigators believe that Allen is the man on the bridge in the cell phone video and in sketches released by police. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the sketches have very little relevance in this case, honestly. I don't know. They say police arrested Allen on October 28th for the deaths of Williams and German and announced his arrest on October 31st. He faces 2 counts of murder in the case, but it's not a normal murder charge. Now, a lot of you guys have been sending me this, but I did see it myself too. But thank you for sending it to me so that I remember to show it to you. I'll show you an attorney's clip in a moment here where he talks about it not being a normal murder charge. It's a felony murder charge. As we looked before, exactly what the charges mean. There's a video that I've got for you. If you didn't see it on my Delphi playlist, where I literally went over exactly what it means in the criminal code. We went over every single line, and so check that out. But I do want to show you that video in a moment. So they say, faces 2 counts of murder. Allen was recently moved from the White County Jail to a state-run facility for his own safety. Last week, Allen submitted a handwritten letter asking a Carroll County judge for a public defender. On Monday, court records say Andrew Joseph Baldwin from a Franklin, Indiana law firm and Bradley Anthony Rossi of Logansport was added as attorneys for Allen. Rozzi will be the lead attorney, and Baldwin of Franklin will be the co-counsel. Although Allen was arrested, the probable cause affidavit is sealed, and as we know, there's a hearing set for November 22nd, which will determine if the document will be made public. I think it's Tuesday, isn't it? Next week, Tuesday? I'm going old school here. You guys know I love writing, gel pens and paper. I'm old school flapping through my diary yet. Just hold on 1 second. Yeah, Tuesday the 22nd. It's a Tuesday, so next week, Tuesday. Okay. All right, so that's when the hearing will be there to find out will the probable cause remain sealed or not. So now listen to this one. The search of the Wabash River is linked to the Delphi investigation. Search of Wabash River linked to Delphi investigation, source says. The police source also confirms that the recent 5-week state police search of the Wabash River in Peru was connected to the Delphi investigation. Now, I must say, if you guys saw, I didn't report on it because I trust my gut feel, and it's not always right, but my gut told me, man, this Kegan Kline is lying. If you've ever studied Henry Lee Lucas and Otis Toole, serial killers, a duo, Henry Lee Lucas would literally confess to a whole bunch of murders in exchange for milkshakes. They were like, if you confess, bro, we're going to give you milkshakes. If you tell us the truth right now, we're going to get a milkshake. So he started just confessing to everything to get freaking milkshakes. So I'm like, man, I could just see Kegan Kline in the same freaking situation where he's like, oh, you can give me a little Five Guys meal or what? What you got there? I don't know. It just feels like he is such a liar. He lies so much. We know this about him already that think about his account, the Anthony Shots account, a catfish account. Like, he's the face of a liar. A chancer, a liar, an opportunist. So I was like, what if he's just saying things just to be like, ooh, I'm going to be so important right now? You should go look at that river because there's definitely something in there. I mean, he might get a little kick out of that. I don't know. But they say it was initiated after Kegan Kline told police that they would find a cell phone and a weapon in the river. The source tells IT Mate. Kline, 28, a figure linked to the Delphi murders who has not been charged in the case, revealed that information while being questioned about the deaths of Libby and Abby. That evidence was never found, and Kline is known for lying to investigators. Man, this guy and his internet searches, which could just be quite random. I don't know if he's connected or not in any way to this case or not. It's just like, man, this guy... I just feel like he's such a liar. It's very, very hard to trust anything that comes out of his mouth. Investigators believe that Kline used the Anthony Shots social media profile to solicit at least 100 explicit photos and videos from at least 15 underage girls. Police say Liberty German was one of the girls Kline communicated with while using the fake identity. But remember, he's the one that said in that interview with, I believe, HLN, and then it was featured on the Murder Sheet podcast, they talked about it, where Kline said, well, I don't know why they're questioning me about the Delphi murders. It's probably because I was the last person to talk to Libby. That comes from him. So what if that's not even true? What if he wasn't the last person to? I don't know. I also know that they've said Kelsey German, Libby's sister, communicated with the Anthony Shots profile. So there's that as well. So there could be some kind of involvement here, but maybe it was really just to get creepy pictures. Doesn't it feel to you guys that, Snickers for KK. Doesn't it feel to you guys like this really is, I don't know. I'm kind of in two minds about this. It feels to me like Richard Allen, if he's Bridge Guy, which they say he is. I know they haven't said Bridge Guy because it's YouTube terminology. It feels like it's possible that he could have worked alone. Although it also feels possible that it could be more than one person. So yeah, I'm still on the fence. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah. Rob says, lies for milkshakes. Nice. Mm-hmm. Lies for milkshakes. Okay, now we're at the 1,000 mark. Thank you, everyone. So what I'm going to do now is put on subscriber only mode. You only have to subscribe for 1 minute to continue chatting with us. And the reason I do it is not for any other reason other than to friggin' block those naughty bots. There's naughty bots that roll in, which now I've protected your eyes from. Marie Hernandez says, Grizzly, you always look like a pilot with excellent multitasking skills. Thank you so much. I must say, all my pilot training and all the 9 years as an airline pilot really helps. You know, I feel like I'm in my own little flight deck here. The 3 screens and this and this and this and just doing a million things at once. So thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So I don't know. We get to see. I put it this way. I'm not going to be surprised if Kegan Kline has literally no involvement in the murders whatsoever. I won't be surprised because just of how much he lies. Did he communicate with Libby on social media? Probably. With that catfishing profile? Yep. You know, some of these guys also make these profiles and then sell them to others, which is sickening to think of. That could also be. I don't know. Yeah, naughty bots. Very naughty bots. Corey Reeves says, stay subscribed, people. That's nice as well. I actually never say that. Subscribe and stay subscribed. You know why? Don't leave us. But also, become part of the Grizzly community. You can become part of the Grizzly community officially by subscribing. That's all it takes. All right. Green Eye says, you're my favorite crime channel. Very organized. I love it. Yeah, pre-flight checklist complete. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. All right, so what do you want to see first? I want to know. Should we I think, let me do this. This guy's name is Attorney Mark Lopez. What's up? If you ever want to come and talk here on Grizzly True Crime, feel free to. Because now, this video is very interesting. It's 5 minutes long. So, yeah, let me play it for you. Have you seen it? Put
Richard
a 1 in the
Allen
chat.
Has been charged with 2
Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen it, and a 2 if you've never seen this.
counts of murder from the 2017 death of 2 young girls, but he has not been charged with normal murder. When we think of murder in Indiana, we normally think of the following as laid out in Indiana law. A person who knowingly or intentionally kills another human being commits murder, a felony. This is what I would call normal murder. And I want everyone to know, I feel terrible saying normal murder. Murder is horrible and the absolute worst crime capable of being committed. Normal murder is what I would call Section 1 murder. This is not what Richard Allen is charged with. Richard Allen is charged with Section 2 murder, which is commonly known as felony murder here in Indiana. Now, how do
I like that he says that because I've heard the term felony murder going around. I'm like, why do some call it felony murder and others just call it, murder, and then they use the whole code. In Indiana, okay, as felony murder.
I know this? Well, as of today, everything is still under seal. But because I'm constantly dealing with Indiana courts in my role as a criminal defense attorney, I can see some online clues. First off, while I cannot see the charging information, I can see the short and sweet version of the charges on mycase.in.gov, which is Indiana's online court database. Now, the charges say 2 counts of murder, but as you can see here, the statute referenced in the charges are the Section 2 murder or felony murder. Richard Allen is being charged under Section 2 of the murder statute, which reads as follows. A person who kills another human being while committing or attempting to commit arson, burglary. You know what? I'm not going to read all of these because some of these are pretty terrible. You can read them.
Very smart way of saying that. He knows not to say all the naughty words. They are pretty terrible words, but you can't say half these things on YouTube. Otherwise, your video just gets suppressed completely. And people won't see it, meaning subscribers won't see it on their feed because it's like, wait, what? What if you missed the live stream and you want to be reminded of it, but you won't see it if I say all these naughty words? So there they are on screen. I also want to just comment on the comment that I put on screen earlier. Sorry, now I missed it. It's somewhere up there where you guys were saying, welcome, RA. A different RA, not Richard Allen, just RA. Welcome. Okay, Donna says, I'm sorry, what was the question? I don't know. What was the question? Okay. Oh, the question. Sorry. Have you seen this guy before, this lawyer that I'm referring to now or not? What I want to say is one commenter that I put on the chat, they said, I think he acted alone. One possibility that I haven't really seen explored, but I have had emails from you guys, right, is what if Richard Allen was this predatory type of guy that walked around, okay? And he's one of those, you get these people that, I don't know how else to say this, but like they put their hand in their pants, you know what I mean? In public, maybe hiding behind a tree, looking at the girls, doing stuff. I don't know. And then what if they laughed at him or teased him or said something? Now, I'm not by any means, disclaimer, this is not about victim blaming at all. I'm saying, what if this was a lone wolf situation, what would trigger someone like that? Firstly, he could have been out hunting to kill. Yes, he could have. But the possibility also exists that he could have retaliated by feeling humiliated or something of like, oh, okay, you're going to laugh at me, and then get really, really angry because maybe it's happened to him a lot. Or maybe they just saw him and they would recognize him because I believe, and this is now speculation, but I believe that Libby German's sister worked at the Dairy Queen, which is right across the road from the CVS. There's also a witness that said that the day before the girls were at the Dairy Queen. So what if he saw them or heard that they're going to the bridge the next day? That's also a possibility. What if he followed them for eye candy or something and, maybe got really angry and knew they're gonna talk. They're gonna report me for this or whatever. I mean, Libby did also film him. You just don't know. There's so many possibilities. Actually, we mustn't be like limited in what this all could be, especially with this very unique murder charge. It's very interesting because if you look at it on screen, attempting, so it's kills another human being while committing or attempting to commit arson, burglary, and all this other stuff. You see? I don't know. We yet to see, but let me know what you think, okay? Mercy K says, that's what I said from the beginning. As a teen and young woman, I had men follow me and expose themselves and had many. This is what I'm saying. There's a few of the Grizzlies have emailed me and said, have you considered this? Because they were in groups of 4 or 5. And as teenage girls, they'd say age 13, 14 as well, right? Walking around and see some guy like hiding behind, I don't know what, a bus stop, a tree, there's many different examples, unfortunately. Ew. And looking and touching themselves. Oh man, these people. Ew. And then and then as a group, like kind of giggling at him and pointing and laughing and whatever. Now, as a group of 4 or 5, I mean, that's very difficult. But two young girls on a bridge, so isolated on the other side of the bridge, right there by private property, where this guy, it was very easy to then target them and isolate them and retaliate. It could be possible. Could be. Right? Okay. So let's continue watching this.
For yourself right here. This is commonly referred to as felony murder. Now, what is felony murder? Indiana recognizes that some felonies, such as the ones listed here, are so dangerous that a person dying is an inherent risk of committing that felony. And if a person
Okay, sorry. But Shay C says he had killing in mind in that allegedly apparently was prepared with a weapon. Well, he was also a hunter and had a concealed weapons permit, and he apparently would carry his gun everywhere he went, like many people do, especially in the area, right? So maybe he wasn't all that premeditated, prepared. I don't know. I'm just considering all the possibilities at this point.
Dies while you're committing these felonies, guess what? You are now facing a murder charge, even if you did not intend for anyone to die. Let's give some examples to help break it down. If you kidnap someone and that person escapes by running out into the street and is hit and killed by a car because they're blindly running from kidnappers, well, you might not have meant for that person to die, but kidnapping is so dangerous that someone dying is a significant possibility. Even though you only wanted to kidnap, you are now on the hook for murder because the kidnapping victim is now dead. Same deal with bank robbery. If you are the getaway driver for an armed bank robbers and the armed bank robbers start shooting and someone dies, even if shooting was not part of the plan, even though the getaway driver did not have a gun, the getaway driver is now on the hook for murder. And that is because armed robbery is such an inherently dangerous crime, it is a distinct possibility someone might die. So that is felony murder, which is exactly what the online records indicate Richard Allen is being charged with. Now, the online records do not always match the official charge.
Also, just hang in there. If you've seen this already, we've only got less than 2 minutes here, well, 2 minutes or so left of watching this video. I just want to show it to you just so that you can hear it from an attorney. And then I'm going to show you, we're going to deep dive the 2 attorneys that have been appointed to Richard Allen, okay?
Charging information, but in my experience as an Indiana criminal defense attorney, they match 99.9% of the time. But here's where it gets interesting. If Richard Allen killed the victims while committing any of these crimes, the prosecutor would likely just charge old-fashioned knowing or intentional Section 1 murder. Why? Because normal murder is easier to prove. Did you kill somebody? Yes. Okay, that's murder. But they didn't charge him with that. They charged him with felony murder. This makes more work for the prosecutor's office because now they have to show the victims died while Richard Allen was committing one of these listed felonies. And while there are some great prosecutors in Indiana, I'm going to tell you a universal truth. Prosecutors never go out of their way to do extra work. And felony murder, well, it's going to be extra work for these prosecutors. So why would they charge Richard Allen with felony murder? Because everything is still sealed, we don't exactly know. But based on my nearly 17 years as a criminal defense attorney in the state of Indiana, I have a theory. I do not think Richard Allen is the one that actually murdered these victims.
So let me know what you guys think about that. Attorney here, Mark Lopez says he has a theory. He doesn't think that Richard Allen actually committed the murders himself, that he would kidnap them, let's say, for example, guys down the hill, lead them down the hill, and that someone else killed them. Right? What do you think about that?
I think the evidence is going to show that he was involved in one of these listed felonies and the victims ended up dying. I think the death of the victims was likely at the hands of another person that has not been named by police. Now, this is pure speculation because, again, everything is sealed, including the probable cause affidavit and the charging information. Now,
I will put the link right after this, you guys.
I want to just add that's very unusual in this state. But this theory makes sense, especially considering the prosecutor wanted the case sealed. The investigators are likely watching this unnamed party to see how he's reacting after seeing Richard Allen being arrested. And possibly by arresting Richard Allen and putting him in jail, they're trying to put Richard Allen in a position where he's more forthcoming with investigators to name names and co-conspirators. The bottom line, by filing felony murder against Richard Allen, the prosecutors made more work for themselves. There has to be a reason for that. And I believe the reason is that Richard Allen is not the main person in this case. Because this case remains sealed, all of this is speculation and theory. And it is important to remember, Richard Allen is innocent until and unless found guilty in court of law. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below. And most importantly, remember, always plead the fifth.
Now, Mr. Mark Lopez, are you a grizzly or not? That is the question of the day. Guys, go to his video, like it, and say you're from Grizzly True Crime. Maybe one day we can have him here. Okay, I put the link in the chat for you. I'm also going to pin it afterwards as in the comments, as I always do for you guys. All right, so let me see what you guys are thinking. Paul Eckert said, don't believe the PC probable cause will be sealed unless there's someone else. Joe says, meetup gone way bad. Bianca says, wasn't RA neighbors with KK's father? Could they work together? I mean, KK did a Google gas station, I think way back when they were neighbors. I mean, RA was also neighbors with one of the victim's family members with the cousin, Cody Patty. I think that was in like 2006 to 8. Mindy says he did the deed. His eyes tell the truth. MJ says, no, I disagree. I think he killed them during the commission of another felony, hence the charge of felony murder. Okay. Interesting. Shane Culkin says, why else would this case be sealed? He might be correct. Right? And if there's someone else involved, then the question becomes, who? I have my thoughts. I don't know really what to say at this point. I'm like, ooh, let's be careful with that. Let's be careful. Now, let us look at the lead defense attorney for Richard M. Allen. We have Bradley A. Rossi, attorney. Now, again, remember, guys, please do not harass this attorney. Do not go to his house. Do not show pictures of his family. Do not do anything like that. It's actually kind of really sucks that you have to say that, but you just, some people just, they just do that. And you're like, why? Okay, so Bradley A. Rossi is a partner at Hillis, Rossi and Dean. He's a 1991 graduate of Logansport High School and earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Criminal Justice with a Political Science minor from Winona State University in Winona, Minnesota, is it? Brad went on to earn a master's degree in criminology from Indiana State University and ultimately his Juris Doctorate from the University of Toledo School of Law in 2001. In 2002, he was admitted to practice law in Indiana and immediately began working with his father-in-law, John R. Hillis, in Logansport. Before becoming a lawyer, Brad also worked as a private investigator in Indianapolis, in Marion County Felony Drug Court, and as a correctional officer. Brad, his wife, and 4 children live just outside of Logansport. I think Jessica Twin and Magic, you're saying the same thing. Let me see what you're saying. I think the felony murder is easier for them to prove because they have the kidnapping on camera. Down the hill is forcibly moving the girls. Boom, that's kidnapping immediately. Interesting. And Magic says felony murder is way easier to prove because felony kidnapping was caught on the down the hill video. All they need to prove is the kidnapping for the felony murder. Nice. Okay. That's actually a good thought. And P-H-E, P rhymes with AMC. P rhymes with AMC. I think he was stalking Libby. Caroline says, we totally want RA to get solid legal help so there's no ineffective counsel appeal. Exactly, right? Exactly. You say, Corey says, why would anyone harass the attorney? Stupid, right? And people harassed the former judge, Benjamin Diener, so much that he recused himself from the case. That's why I'm saying it. It's already happened. The judge was like, I'm out. They put pictures of my family online. It was another YouTuber. Terrible. And he felt completely unsafe. And he was just like, nope, I'm recusing myself. And now we've got the new judge, Francis C. Gull. And we've got these 2 attorneys. We've got the prosecutor, Nicholas McClelland. And now we've got these 2 attorneys for the defense attorneys for Richard Allen. So I do have to say, unfortunately, there are people like that will dox, harass, and everything this guy. This is the official website for the law firm from what I can see. HHRlawoffice.com. There you go. So it's from their website to promote what he does. Okay. So that's where I'm getting it from. I'll make sure to link it as well. Disc Golf Bear says court appointed attorney. I believe the judge, right? Am I correct that you guys who are in the chat and have legal experience, the judge would have appointed these public defenders, right? Okay. I think I have to just make the chat just slightly slower. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm just going to make it, I'll make it 30 seconds just for now, just so that we can all keep up with the chat. Of course, if you're a member, then slow chat doesn't apply to you. And Disculpa is like, that guy just looks like a lawyer. He does, right? If you to guess his job, he's definitely a lawyer. Yeah. Law practice areas. Brad's primary areas of concentration include criminal law, divorce and child custody law, adoptions, and guardianships. Brad handles cases in other areas, including school law, real estate law, and wills and estates. He also represents a large contingency of Latino clients in both criminal and civil matters. With over 20 years of litigation experience, Brad has successfully defended several major felony cases, including murder, attempted murder, burglary, child M, and drug offenses. He has represented clients accused of committing multiple murders and other heinous acts and is death penalty qualified in the state of Indiana. Oh boy, right? Special law focus. He's taken a special interest in defending the OWI/DUI cases and regularly receives continuing education in the field. Brad also receives advanced training in the representation of Latino or Hispanic clients charged with crimes. Community involvement. Since returning to Logansport to practice law, Brad has been involved with various community projects and organizations. He was formerly a board member of the Criminal Justice Division of the Indiana State Bar Association. He was the former president of the Cass County United Way, member of the Indiana Bar Association, Indiana Public Defender Council, and previously served as president of the Cass County Bar Association. He's a member of the Isaac Walton League and coordinator for Freedom Hunt, a nonprofit organization that offers outdoor experiences to children with special needs. Rozzi has also been selected as the Cass County Reader's Choice favorite lawyer on multiple occasions, including as recent as 2020 and 2021. They say current clients, they'll have to update that, right? General Counsel, Logansport Community School, Corporation, Security Federal Savings Bank, Stony Pike, and Boswell Livestock Companies, and Town of Royal Center. All right, so this is the lead defense attorney. OT says, can the appointed lawyer refuse to take the case? I think they can, but we watched a video the other day on one of the live streams where another legal expert said, well, you can, but it's not recommended. If the judge assigns you to it, like, why would you turn it down, right? Sabian Bean says the judge doesn't assign PD, just the PD office. The office assigns which defender. Okay. All right, and then let's look at the co-counsel over here. The criminal defense team, Baldwin, Perry, and Kamish PC. Your best defense is a call away, Andrew J. Baldwin. So, Andrew J. Baldwin, founding partner, board certified criminal trial specialist. Board certified criminal trial specialist by the National Board of Trial Advocacy. When I came up with a concept for the criminal defense team, I knew that our firm would initially be mocked by the traditional legal community. No law firm had ever so boldly proclaimed their desired identity. There wasn't a family law team or contract law team. In fact, law firms were always identified by the name of partners in the firm, such as Smith, Jones, and Smith, or Farrelly, Drury, Sinfeld, etc. Who would want to hire a lawyer from a firm that called itself the criminal defense team? What did that even mean? The idea hit me while I was in bed, worrying about a particular case and wishing that I had more people in the firm. You know what? I want to close the stupid little floating window here. There you go. Sorry. The idea hit me while I was in bed, worrying about a particular case and wishing that I had more people in the firm to bounce ideas off of. More people I could trust, people that had passion, people that were good human beings, people who were empathetic with fellow human beings accused of crimes, people who were not judgmental. A team of these types of people could really make a difference in the lives of our clients and maybe even change the landscape of what superior criminal defense looked like. Okay. Are you guys having fun listening to me read this? Kathleen, oh, yeah. Jodi Arias' attorney tried to get out of defending her and the judge said no. Oh, my word. Oh, gosh. Okay. Missy Hunt says, I sent you a buy me a coffee. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Appreciate it. Raging Wolf says she lives in the Netherlands now. I'm South African living in the Netherlands. And even in South Africa, people ask me every day based on how I look and how I sound, where are you from? I'm from South Africa. I was born there. I spent 35 years of my life there. Yep. I've been in the Netherlands for 3 years. Yes, these are the two public defenders. Okay, so we already looked at the first one, which is Bradley A. Rossi, the lead defense attorney for Richard Allen. And now we're looking at the co-counsel. This is just a lot about the firm, right? Okay, just want to go over then. Here it says, back then my reputation as a criminal defense attorney had grown, but I didn't want any client to come to the firm solely because of me. I wanted them to come to the firm because of the team. I wanted every client confident that their best outcome would result from the efforts of our entire team, not just one single lawyer. Okay. It's kind of a background of how this all started. I really wanted to know so much more about him, though, right? Stefan says, that's a strange statement by an attorney or law firm. Yes, guys, I'm from South Africa. I'm from South Africa, living in the Netherlands. Right? Okay. You guys. So I don't know. Must I read more of this? I want to see. Is there another one? Yeah, here's more. There we go. A shorter biography. The criminal defense attorneys at Baldwin, Kyle, and Kamish PC have nearly 6 decades of combined experience protecting the rights of their clients. With half of the board certified criminal trial advocates in the state of Indiana on their team, they won't back down while your freedom is at stake. They take the time to learn about your unique situation and build a strategic, creative, and aggressive strategy to clear your name. Their criminal lawyers have a wide range of experience and are equipped to handle any criminal case. Well, let's hope they're not successful at clearing this guy's name if he is guilty of what he's been charged with. Sunflower Soul says, gee, I called my child at school and I knew she was from South Africa. She was shocked. You educate always. Nice. Oh, man. Zev says, Rossi sounds like Alan's kind of attorney. Janice says, I would say RA got lucky with the lawyers. Ricky says, you have to have some thick skin to defend such evil people. Yeah. Magic, you never have to ask. Just email grizzlytruecrime@gmail.com. If you guys ever want to send me anything, I cannot promise a reply, though, because I suck at replying because I hate admin. But I do read it. I do read every email. I just really suck at replying. but I'd love to read what you want to say. Okay. No Nightbot? What do you mean, no Nightbot? Remember, Nightbot's not a real person. Okay, so that's there. And then I just wanted to show you this, and then we'll call it a day. Lauded judge and former prosecutor is set to oversee the Delphi murders trial. Here's what we know. So they say a judge was recently appointed to oversee the Delphi murders case after the original judge with jurisdiction submitted a request to recuse and disqualify himself from the high-profile cold case trial. It's not a cold case. They've said it's not a cold case, but okay. Ellen's superior judge, Francis C. Gull, has already begun preliminary work on the criminal prosecution, according to the Journal-Gazette. Those efforts include travel to the Carroll County Courthouse. There, Richard M. Allen, 50, will stand before his peers and national media. Allen stands accused of abducting and murdering 14-year-old Libby German, and her friend, 13-year-old Abigail Williams. I don't know what is this now about here. Stop it. I don't know how to take it away now. Sorry. Don't get distracted now. You go away. And then you, what are you doing? How do we close this? I don't know. Oh, aha, very nice. Okay. Again, Allen stands accused of abducting and murdering 14-year-old Libby German, and her friend, 13-year-old Abigail Abby Williams. The two girls went missing while walking on the Monon Highbridge Trail near Delphi, Indiana on February 13, 2017. Their bodies were later moved to a different location and staged, authorities say. On Wednesday, Gull reportedly spoke with officials and staff about Allen's upcoming trial, and Gazette reported through details or themes of those discussions were not explicitly relayed in the terse report. Journalist James D. Wolfe Jr. did note, however, that Gull does not plan to conduct any aspect of the trial outside of Carroll County. Everything will be in Delphi, the judge told the paper. Gull was appointed to adjudicate the trial by the Indiana Supreme Court on November 3rd, 2022, the same day Carroll County Circuit Judge Benjamin Diener took himself off the case without an explanation, which is not required under Hoosier state law. A reformer of sorts, Gull typically works as the administrative judge of the criminal division in the Allen Superior Court. We also looked at her whole bio, so check that video out too. Everything is on the Delphi playlist. In 2015, she was recognized and awarded the Thomas Munsterman Award for Jury Innovation by the National Center for the State Courts. Judge Gull has dedicated the past 10 years to electronically upgrading Allen County Superior Court jury management system, the organization said in a press release issued at the time. She assisted with the establishment of MJuror, which allows constituents to perform several juror-related tasks electronically. She was first elected to her position in 1996 and has been re-elected in ever subsequent elections since then, according to her biography on Allen Superior Court. That's what we read before. Her commission began in January 1997. Okay, so we've already gone over. They're just going over everything we've already gone over, right? The next hearing in the Delphi murders case is currently scheduled for November 22nd, 2022. That hearing is formally scheduled to address a number of sealed evidentiary documents in the tightly guarded case. Local law enforcement have been particularly secretive about numerous details thus far. Even the defendant's current location, as well as the probable cause for his arrest and charges, are currently a mystery. Gull told the Gazette that she also intends to deal with a recent request from Allen for the court to appoint him a public defender, which we just looked at who that is. I think there's no sense in scheduling another hearing, the judge said. The trial is set to begin on March 20th, 2023. So yes, the lead, what is this now? Delphi, okay, we saw this. The lead defense attorney for Richard Allen will be Bradley A. Rossi, and the co-counsel is going to be Andrew J. Baldwin. That's the team. Prosecutor Nicholas McClellan, Judge Francis C. Gull. All right. Bad Girl says, if nothing else, I feel RA will get a fair trial. Okay. So let's see what you guys think, and then we'll wrap it up. I don't want to make it too long today. I've always got lots to do. I'm busy editing photos. You see, I can't even speak. I'm busy editing videos and photos for Patreon. So look forward to that if you're there. And yeah, there's just like always lots to do. So I got to wrap it up soon. Angela Boom says, love this judge. Really looking forward to seeing her. Right? welcome to everyone who, if I missed membership joiners, thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. Reaper Recon says everyone is entitled to a trial. That is why evidence is crucial. Yes. RJ Kogan's asking if I left South Africa for safety reasons. No, I left because I'm married to a Swiss man who got a job here in the Netherlands as a coder. But I was very excited either way. And at first I was like, I don't know, because immigration is harder than I thought. I was always like, it's fine, but it's a huge adjustment. So at first I was like, I don't know. But slowly but surely over time, I've come to really love this country. I love the cycling. I don't have a car. We don't need a car here. Cycle everywhere. Amazing public transport. And yeah, if you're interested in activities, out and about, I do that sometimes. Caroline, Gisela is a cleverly crafted AI being. You'll never know. Imagine. I'm a cleverly crafted AI being. I can't waffle. Have a great day. Come on, Rhonda. Waffle with us. It's waffle time now. You got to waffle with. You got to stay for the waffles. Thank you, JXS. JXX. You are a beautiful woman. I laughed with my latest short. Someone was like, she hella fine. You guys are so funny. Richard said, do you speak a little Dutch already? I do. Like, there's a granny that lived next door to me, and she can only speak Dutch. So when she starts speaking to me, I'm just like busting out the Dutch, Yeah. And at the shop, of course. Alsjeblieft. Ja. Bonnetje bij, alsjeblieft. Ja, jawel. Leuk, dat is leuk. And all that. Sunflower, you sold me at the grocery scanner. You mean from the live stream we did when I took you grocery shopping? Beholder said, this is the best channel. I'm so glad you guys love it here. And I'm so glad that this community, there's always newbies that join and then they don't quite know the vibe yet, but they settle in. They settle in. Welcome to all the new guys, all the new Grizzlies. But it's such a nice community. I really like this community. It's really nice, Yes, XTY is like, that is an immensely long about me. You mean on the lawyer's page, right? I was like, damn, I'm not going to read all of that. Interesting, but okay. Princess Skywalker says, love waffle time. Do you know any whittlers there? I don't even know what that means. Whittlers? I don't know. Welcome, Donna Adams. Cleverly crafted. So I thank you all for joining me today. Look, I got all dressed up for court, you see. I'm ready. I'm ready for court. You guys know when we go to court, I put on my blazers and I'm like, ooh, we're talking lawyers. We're talking lawyer talk now. Better put that blazer on and get ready for it. Thank you, Raging Wolf, best true crime presenter. True crime with empathy. And we try our level best. True crime with ethics and empathy, huh? No bulldozing of anybody, right? Richard, Grizzlies are the best. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. I really appreciate it. Thank you, mods. I always know when I tell the mods, it'll just be a quick live. It'll be so quick. And then I'm like, 2 hours later. Okay, so we almost at 15 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up now. Get back to what I was doing. Stefan's like, ready for court. Yes, indeed. Ready for court. Blazer time. It's blazer time, everyone. And we do love a triller, which is a trial. Yes. Also, I'm not saying this to grift. I'm saying it as a announcement. Otherwise, where else must I say it? I just want to say my merch. I'm going to refine it next year. I'm going to simplify it. I think it's too complicated. There's so much stuff, right? And even me, when I want to share something with you, I scroll. I'm like, where the freak is it? Where is that one range I want to share? So from next year, I'm just going to simplify and streamline everything, which I think is great. We're going to get ready for all that court time and just simplify the Grizzly range, right? If you want to represent your Grizzly status, So whatever is on there now, you can get until the end of the year. And then I'm going to streamline everything and make it like very slick, right? Yeah. Glenn German is like, seagull. You think like me. I'm like, Francis, seagull. Yes, but it's C.Gull. Thank you, everyone. Daisy says, thanks for covering this case. Justice for Abby and Libby. Absolutely. That's what we want. So let's not push, right? For anything. Like, unseal that right now. I know. Someone was scolding me on my email, like, how dare you talk about American laws and say that they should not unseal. I'm not saying they should or shouldn't unseal it. I'm saying do whatever's right for the case, whatever's going to be fair for this trial to happen so that there will be justice for Abby and Libby. That's all we want. That's all we care about. Yes, Stefan. Geez, New Year resolution. Yeah, streamline, simplify, make things elegant, easy to find, you know. Also for all the new Grizzlies. We have a lot of inside jokes, even on the merch range. I'm like, what? People are like, what is this? Corey says, true crime helps me with understanding my past traumas. Me too, Corey, and many of us here. Welcome, welcome. I would love Grizzly blazers. Unfortunately, with my providers, I haven't seen that, but I hope they have it one day. I mean, we have pet mats, but we don't have blazers. The nerve. Look, Duchess, look. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. DR Piper says you do have a very pleasant flow with and delivery of your case coverage. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. I'm going to play the tribute that I made, if I could find it. Yes, for Abby and Libby, okay? And I will see you again very soon. Maybe later, maybe tomorrow, for another live stream or video or whatever it is. So make sure you've got the bell on and everything so you see when I'm next either making a short, uploading a video, or going live. Check my community tab as well, because I often do things on there too. And I will see you again soon. Bye, everyone.